Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, June 20th. One more active weather day to go through here in the Mid-Atlantic region before we have a nice break in the action for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Last night there was some tremendous rainfall in areas north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border, places like southeastern Pennsylvania, east central Pennsylvania, all across central and southern New Jersey. There were tremendous rainfall amounts. Yesterday morning's video, we talked about the overall wind field in the atmosphere that will allow for very slow-moving shower cells and thunderstorm cells, and that slow movement combined with some tropical moisture could result in torrential downpours, and indeed, that turned out to be quite true. Many areas had hour after hour of heavy rainfall in the overnight hours. Philly International Airport came in with nearly 4.5 inches of rain between late yesterday and early this morning. Well more than 3 inches of rain fell throughout Chester County and southeastern Pennsylvania. There are flash flood warnings this morning throughout much of the same area across the southeastern, east central part of Pennsylvania and much of New Jersey as well. There is a threat for severe thunderstorm activity late today and early tonight as an unusually strong low-pressure system moves into the northeastern U.S. associated with a strong cold frontal system and very powerful wave of energy in the upper part of the atmosphere. We'll go through the details of the ingredients setting us up for potential severe weather late today and early tonight in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor, and really in many areas up and down the eastern seaboard. Well, here's the way the radar looks right now. The heavy rain of overnight across Philadelphia, for example, central New Jersey, now off to the north and east over New England. There were times late yesterday and last night where the radar just showed echoes redeveloping over the same area, moving over the same area, what we call training, where hour after hour there's heavy rainfall in places, central New Jersey, for example, overnight in the Philadelphia metro region, from Philadelphia all the way throughout the suburbs. It was just a repeating performance. And numerous lightning strikes as well. Not severe thunderstorm activity in the sense of damaging wind gusts, but torrential downpours with these slow-moving systems. This is the area to look for later today and early tonight. Western Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. That's where we may start to see a redevelopment of thunderstorms during the midday and early afternoon hours that could swing into the I-95 corridor at the end of the day and going into the early part of tonight. And again, there's a threat for some severe thunderstorm activity that could include damaging wind gusts, hail, perhaps even a few isolated tornadoes. Now, one other thing to note, of course, grounds are very well saturated throughout the Mid-Atlantic region, so any shower or thunderstorm late today, early tonight could renew the flooding concerns. And again, we have some flooding issues right now as we begin the day on Thursday, but that could return in a hurry with any more rainfall late today and tonight. Here's the forecast map from NOAA's Storm Prediction Center. They're based out in Norman, Oklahoma, and they put out the probabilities or possibilities of severe weather across the nation, and they have the slight risk here in the Mid-Atlantic region, more of an enhanced risk down across southern Virginia and the Carolinas. But basically, everybody from New York City all the way down to Atlanta, for example, should be on the lookout for strong to severe thunderstorms late today, early tonight. Best timetable for the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridors, probably your typical 4 to 8 p.m., give or take an hour on either side. And we'll watch the development of these thunderstorms during the midday and afternoon here at PerspectaWeather.com. Well, several ingredients are coming together to give us a chance for severe weather late today, early tonight in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor. First of all, we have an unusually strong surface low pressure area that will head northeast towards the eastern Great Lakes and then into the northeastern part of the nation. That has an associated strong cold frontal system. All of this is backed up by a very strong wave of energy in the upper part of the atmosphere. We'll first take a look at 500 millibars, the vorticity maxima as depicted by the 6Z GFS model run. And here we are starting off the day with a little dip in the height pattern here across the Mississippi Valley. This is our area of energy that as the day progresses just slides right over the mid-Atlantic region. Here we are by early this evening, a nice trough in the upper part of the atmosphere. Again, this is a major contributing factor to the potential for severe weather late today, early tonight in the I-95 corridor region. That ultimately pushes on out of here by early Friday. There may be a little bit of a residual shower activity early Friday, but for the most part that'll clear out of here. Winds will pick up out of the northwest at all levels of the atmosphere, gusting to 30 to 35 miles per hour or so in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City on Friday. And the big change will be the very noticeable drop in humidity levels. A comfortable air mass pushes in on Friday and remains comfortable on Saturday and for much of Sunday as well, all backed up by high pressure over the northeastern U.S. Let's now push forward from Friday morning into the weekend and notice this area of upper level ridging over the Midwest as we begin the weekend, and it just kind of slides into the mid-Atlantic region and pretty much causes us to enjoy a nice break in the action. This is now all the way into Monday morning. It looks like, again, a well-deserved break in the action for the mid-Atlantic region on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. After that, more showers can return Sunday night. If not then, certainly by Monday, the return of showers and thunderstorms is indeed a possibility in the mid-Atlantic region. Well, let's now take a look at the 6C GFS model run in terms of surface forecast maps. A little bit of drizzle out there this morning, maybe a couple of showers, but the main area to watch will be the western mid-Atlantic, the Ohio Valley. Notice a surface low pressure area, unusually strong for late June, already over northern Indiana. Let's go ahead 6 hours, and it intensifies, moves into upstate New York, and a strong cold front will be trailing this low pressure system across the western part of the mid-Atlantic region during the early afternoon, and that slides to the eastern seaboard, the I-95 corridor by late in the day. Notice strong surface low pressure for late June sitting right over the southeastern part of New York. So combine that with upper level energy, which we focused in on over the past couple of minutes, and a tropical, very humid air mass firmly entrenched in the mid-Atlantic region, and you have the possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms late today and early tonight. Let's move forward here. Begins to push off to the east in the overnight hours. A little bit of residual activity in terms of showers starting the day on Friday, but if that happens, if there are lingering showers early tomorrow, they'll push off to the east by the midday and afternoon. But notice this isobar pattern here, a tight pressure gradient, again, will result in wind gusts on Friday, 30, 35 miles per hour or so, much like what we experienced a week ago on Friday. The winds continue tomorrow night into the early part of Saturday. Still breezy on Saturday, at least in the morning. Notice this high pressure building over southeastern Canada. Should be strong enough, should be close enough to maintain nice weather here in the D.C. to New York City corridor right through much of the day on Sunday. And again, by Sunday evening, still in the clear here in terms of rainfall, but look just to the west over the Ohio Valley, another area of moisture, and it looks like showers can return here to the mid-Atlantic Sunday night. If not then, a shower and thunderstorm threat on Monday and Tuesday. Right now, I don't think the first half of next week will be nearly as wet as this week, but after a 3-day break in the action, we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We certainly can see more showers in the first half of next week. But the big story right now is the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms in the I-95 corridor late today and early tonight. Stay tuned to PerspectaWeather.com. That's it for now. I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.